What fucking week is this? 7? I think I skipped
6.
We
Week
skipped
6.
5. I skipped week 5 because, as you can see, this is my first official Commish Dish in my home.
The wood was missed.
The wood was missed. What the fuck are you talking about? Wood.
You leave it to your own interpretation. The floor, right?
The wood floor was missed. That's true. It's fine. We restored the original hardwood from fucking like 1950s some shit.
Jesus.
So we saved that. We're good. So I apologize that week 5 kind of got brushed under the table, brushed under the rug. But I will just quickly go through and say who won. If you want to give me a little color boy.
And in times of sensitivity to such words, I wouldn't advise saying that again. But I lost week 5 too, so I don't really give a shit till we hear about it. So, but I guess you all do.
So matchup 5, I played Jamie. I beat his ass.
Bitch.
He owes me something for that.
Butt chugs. I heard about this.
Yeah, butt chugs. We'll get to it in a second.
Kim holds the bottle.
Taylor, you whooped Grayson. Join the club. Everyone seems to be whooping Grayson. Sorry. Max, you gave it to your bro. Sorry. That's unfortunate. And I guess I'll go through. Max, you did win the silver slugger. Congratulations. Jack, you beat Brian pretty handily, and the silver shitter goes to Grayson. Sorry, boss.
That's nice.
Maybe you'll do better next week, which was actually last week, and you didn't. So let's get straight into it. Grayson, you played Max. Another, I guess. What is? Grayson's nothing to Max.
Well, that's rude.
I'm just talking about, like, he's not like a brother-in-law
No,
or anything. He would just be like...
It's like a second... I don't know.
It's something weird. That's what I meant. Not
cousin
like...
third time removed.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to say something about it being like another inter-family something or other, but it's close enough. It's close enough.
In spirit.
Grayson, you scored an astounding 392.5 points. Should we tell them what we're doing? Because I played you.
True.
And the reason why you're here is because
we had a bet.
Because we had a bet.
Do we want to tell them that now?
I think we'll just drop it. We'll drop it when it shows.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to.
Yeah.
We'll let them know.
Yeah.
So Grayson, you scored 392.5 points against Max's 510.5, and unfortunately, Grayson, that does earn you once again the silver shitter. So that's 2 weeks in a row. Not great.
Might as well pick up another 6-pack, eh?
I haven't even bought a pack.
Neither have I.
Knock on wood for that one.
Yep.
Max, 510.5 points. That's pretty good. Grayson, we're going to talk about part of the reason why you did not do well. 235 average for what is kind of an all-star team based on how many people we have in the league. You're fine.
What you can offer. I mean, as an example, last week I think I dropped 5 people and picked them back up, and everybody's scoring well. So I recommend clean house.
Every once in a while, I have to do some house cleaning.
Yeah.
I drop some guys. I pick some guys up. You just have to kind of cut ties.
You don't let the dog turd sit on the floor. You pick it up. So you got a lot of dog shit on the floor, Grayson. You just got to pick it up.
Grayson, you hit 8 home runs. You only allowed 5, so I mean, not the worst. 1.6 triple R. Max, a 265 average, so a little better there. Only 7 home runs. 3 home runs allowed for a 2.33 triple R. And I think if you're over that 2 mark, you did okay.
Generally.
Yeah. Grayson, your best player, Nolan Arenado, the newly christened Cardinal.
No, I don't know how I feel about it, but
I mean,
whatever.
I think he had to get out of Colorado.
Yeah.
They're not doing shit.
No, they're terrible.
So they're just sitting on one of the best third basemen of kind of this age.
That's why Trevor Story never had a World Series ring.
And I thought they were going to get rid of him too.
Yeah.
Like if you're selling shop, you would get rid of the people who are worth something.
Maybe nobody's worth any purchase money right now that they could afford for those players.
Maybe. They got Story. I thought Blackman was going to go as well, but they're still sitting on those guys.
He's got beard tax.
Yeah.
It's tied to the yard.
But hit for a nice 400 average, 3 home runs, 66.5 points. So, I mean, not huge, but
it's as much as a start.
That's
a
okay.
Good start.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
That's a great start. I consider a good start to be 30 points.
Oh, well.
I know. And then Max, your best player. One of these guys, a G-man.
Was it Gaussman?
It was Gaussman.
Gauss.
Through 8 innings of work, he only allowed 5 hits. How many players do you think he struck out? How many batsmen did he strike out? For your first question.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I think Gaussman struck out 10.
Close. An even dozen.
Oh, I thought 12.
So tell him what you'd have to do.
Okay, so we're playing trivia because I, as we saw, lost this week. I'm going to roll a d10, and whatever number it lands on, I have to drink that many sips. And that's the way we're playing the game.
That's the way we're going.
All right.
And then I am also playing this game.
Yes.
But since I won, instead of a D10, somehow I'm only rolling a D8, which isn't that much better, but it is better, I guess, in the long run.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Let's see.
You lucky son
That's
of a
a
bitch.
1.
Motherfucker. I don't know why I drank for that. Because I like this shit. If you haven't had this shit, this episode of Commish Dish is brought to you by Strange Beast Hard Kombucha. I highly recommend the ginger lemon hibiscus, although they have like an orange one that was pretty good.
I almost got it, but if you want to soothe your tummy and get a little tipsy too,
That's
we
it.
recommend Strange Beast. Good for the tummy, good for the mind.
7% alcohol by volume.
Give it to those, I
I don't know who makes this. Some weird motherfucker in somewhere. Who knows? I don't know.
Moving on.
Grayson, your best player, or your worst player, sorry. Eddie Rosario. I'm just going to tell you this. No, because you can do math. I don't want you to be able to do math.
Okay. Oh, man.
Okay, well, see, I'll just put your math skills to the test. I'll let you know this. He went 1 for 25.
Okay.
So 1 hit out of 25 appearances. What was his batting average?
Oh my God. 25? No, that'd be 1 out of 50.
0.05.
Yeah, 50.
Good job. See? I had faith in you. I'll roll for that one.
Broke my mind for
So,
a minute.
D8. And roll a fucking 7.
Ooh. Should have.
Oh.
Goes down a lot smoother than these IPAs. That's why I switched.
Yeah, you don't want to be drinking a fucking hazy IPA doing this shit.
That'll blow you out.
He did draw 2 walks. He got hit by a pitch. So he put his body on the line to get you some points, Grayson. But he still only got you -5.5 points.
Yeah.
Max, your worst player, Sandy Alcantara. That's a good baseball name.
Yeah.
From Miami, 1.1 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 1 of which left the yard. 2 walks while striking out 3. A solid -20 points. Ouch.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yep.
But Max, it didn't really matter. You had a sizable lead. You won by over 100, so I would say it was a rout.
Routed.
For sure.
Zinger.
Which leads us to the next matchup, which is Jamie versus Brian. And Jamie's, we have to do basically almost the exact same thing, but minus trivia. For each kind of congruent points I beat him by, so 10, 25, 50, he has to roll that many dice and it gets like higher each time. So a D4, D6, D8 for each grouping I beat him by.
Okay.
Combine that shit and then chug that much alcohol.
How much is in a beer?
I think we said 12 chugs is a beer. I believe is the rule.
That's been the standard.
Used.
12 ounces, an ounce chug. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's the rule, the standard we've used just throughout our drinking career, which is extensive.
God.
So we've had a lot of time to figure this out.
Yeah, I think that holds true. It rings a bell.
Yes. And so this was the closest match of the week, which is surprising because ours was fucking close, but we can't talk about that right now.
Nope.
We're talking about Jamie versus Brian. Jamie, you barely eked out a win. 3 points was all that separated.
A walk.
Yeah, a walk was all that separated.
Interesting.
Victory from defeat.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily call that a dominant performance.
No. I mean, it was close. It was a nail biter. I mean, 553.5 to 550.5.
Hey, at least you're over 5.
Yeah, you're over 5. That's good. Considering our teams are all-star teams.
Yeah.
You've got the whole swath of MLB to choose from.
No excuses for not getting 500.
There are no excuses for not breaking 500.
You are the problem, if that's the case.
What he said holds true. I will back that. Jamie, a 259 average. You only hit 7 bombs. But he only gave up 3 bombs.
Okay.
So let's see how your math is here. What's his triple R? 7 bombs to 3 allowed.
2.3 repeating.
Motherfucker. I'm not drinking for you getting right answers. You just don't have to drink.
Okay.
Brian, a 303 average, so better average. 11 home runs hit, but he did allow 7. So that's where that kind of point discrepancy comes into play. 1.57 triple R. Your best player, James, Garrett Cole.
What a guy.
Through 8 innings of work in 1 appearance. He gave up 4 hits. How many batters did he fan?
15.
Roll that dice.
Oh, what was it?
An even dozen.
Oh, man. God damn it. That's a 6er. Right? Yeah. Or is that a 9?
That is a 9, my friend. The dot goes at the bottom.
I'm just going to finish this, I guess.
Yeah, this could be bad for you. We better hope we get some right. Because you have some questions for me at some point.
I do.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm not drinking when you get right answers anymore. That's a bad idea. I call you. So very similar to Gaussman. He gave up 1 less hit.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's the caliber of Gaussman's performance. Tonight he's dealing.
7 innings pitched, 2 hits.
He's killing it.
I don't know his walks. I think
So 74 points for Garrett Cole through 1 appearance. Brian, your best player was Gibson. Again, another pitcher. So 13 innings. So 2 appearances. 8 hits. Only allowed 1 home run while walking 4, striking out 9. But through 2 appearances, he did earn 3 points less than Garrett Cole for 71 points. Again, but still, you're talking 35 and 36 point spread. I would take that.
Yeah, any day. Any day.
An average of mid-30s. That is a solid performance.
You know what we're seeing this year is a real distribution of points being aligned to the pitching side.
Well, that's because pitching, I just feel, has been so much more dominant this year in general.
Yeah, I think I have a hypothesis around this.
Okay, let me hear it.
60 games were played last year.
True.
I think a lot of the offseason is not enough time for these pitchers to rest their arms.
I've said the same thing. Yeah. I've said these pitchers have their arms are so fresh that they can just fucking deal.
Yeah, and I think that in combination with a lot of the data that they've seen on these players, etc., has been good. And also the batters not seeing that live pitching, competitive pitching to the caliber and volume that they're used to. We're seeing that to overturn. But I like this counter because, frankly, the last 5 years, it's been a home run hitter's world.
It has.
Now pitching's coming back.
It has.
It's
I
come
agree.
back.
I agree.
Anyways, good break.
Where the fuck were we? Jamie, your worst player. Will Smith, ex-Giant. Now he plays for what? Atlanta? All right,
Cool.
it's okay. Like the Braves, whatever. Fuck them. Through one inning of work, he gave up 5 hits for a negative 10 points. So, I mean, no bombs in there, no walks,
just
but he
a
didn't
quick-
strike anyone out.
A quick -10.
Yeah, just a quick -10.
Ouch.
And then again, Brian, your worst player, again, as a relief pitcher, Diekman for Oakland. 2.2. Yeah, I think so. Isn't he Oakland?
Might be. Probably is.
I'm almost
I'll
positive.
double check.
If he's not Oakland, I will roll a dice.
Looking, man, this thing makes me get the burps. She's okay. How do you spell Diekman?
Diek.
He is on the A's, so I'll take a sip for that.
2.2 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 2 long balls, while striking out 4 for a solid negative 13. I mean, that's not the worst.
No,
There's been players that have gone way worse than that.
I think Brian did have the worst negative scoring in the league. So
I don't
far, right?
remember if it was
I think
Giolito
it was-
or was it?
It was like Giolito,
The other guy.
and he went like negative 55 points.
Yeah,
or
that was
something.
bad. 54 and a half, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, what a bad deal, Brian. Anyways, we don't mean to talk shit, but we do.
Hey, Giolito had a great outing today.
Yeah, and I'm playing you, Brian. So
8 innings
fuck that
pitched,
guy.
1 earned run, no home runs allowed. I think he struck out. It was double-digit strikeouts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it feels really good.
solid performance. I'll be talking about him next week for you, Brian. Beat his ass. Next matchup we'll talk about is Jack versus Taylor. And you think this would be closer. You think Jack would have a shit together. But it wasn't. 478.5, so he didn't break 500 because he's a bitch. And Taylor, 614. So that is
Yeah,
the third
buddy.
highest total for the week.
Nice
So
job, T-Bone.
good job, Team Sloppy. Jack, he had a 281 average, 5 home runs,
That's dog shit.
4 home runs allowed,
Yeah.
1.25 triple R. Taylor with a 301 average, coming in with 4 home runs hit.
301. So the hits, how many? I wonder how many doubles you hit. Probably
2 home runs allowed for
Okay.
a 2 triple R. But 4 home runs, it's impressive that you could win with only 4 home runs.
Your average though being at the 300s.
Yeah.
Have we had one that?
Yes,
We've
we have.
had, right? Yeah.
We've had 2 more that are higher than that this matchup.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder who did that. I don't know.
Oh, well.
It wasn't either of us. Yes, it was. Jack, your best player, McCullers, 2 outings, 14 innings pitched, 8 hits, 1 home run, 4 walks. What the fuck does that say? 11 strikeouts? 14 strikeouts. I can't read my own handwriting. It's either 11 or 14. 88.5 points. So
That's
again,
strong.
you're
Strong
looking
week.
at 42 points.
Through 2 starts though. I mean, you're really.
Yeah. But still, an average of 44 for 2 starts?
I'm used to John Means
Shut the fuck up.
throwing a no hitter and truly was a perfect game, but 101 points.
If it was a perfect game, then why is it considered a no-hitter?
Well, did you guys not see that?
I saw it.
He struck the batter out,
I saw it.
and then the catcher let it get through his legs, and the guy beat it out to first. And then
Yeah.
the guy stole the bag, and then he struck out the rest of the people.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but at the
A
same time,
passed ball.
pass ball broke his perfect
Game bid. I mean, the 2 other, I know of at least 2 other perfect games that were broken up by just the pitcher hitting a guy.
Yeah.
One guy.
I remember one was very controversial.
Yes.
He leaned in on it. Probably one of those players like, I don't know, on Brian's team. But
Maybe. What do you know about Todd Frazier?
that he's a lefty.
He hit a 462 average. I don't know if that's true. It wasn't like a stellar performance. 1 home run for 67 points. That was Taylor's.
Best player.
Yeah. But he had a ton of players that were in the 60s.
See, even distribution. I like that.
So, speaking of players getting over 60 points, how many players did Jack have with 60 or more points?
Well, his best player at 88. I think Jack probably had 3.
Jack had 1 player with over 60 points.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. So, I mean, that was my worst. He had no one in the negatives. The screen just went black. And so we both wanted to make sure that we didn't lose the video.
Our faces. That was great. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, with only one player, no players went negative on Jack's team.
And that is I am seeing that around the league. As I'm looking around at our scores, I'm seeing fewer and fewer people hold a negative throughout the week. And maybe it's more discipline.
Yeah, more discipline.
We're starting to get back in,
Who knows? But, I mean, again, you can't win with only one player. One player can't win you a matchup.
They cannot. Not a chance in hell.
So McCullers tried his best. But unless he threw 2 perfect games, it wouldn't have happened.
True.
He needed to have an extra, 140 points to come out the victor of this match.
You know what would have helped that, Jack? Some home runs.
Some home runs. But Taylor hit less home runs.
That's true.
And this guy hit 0 home runs. Verdugo for Boston, 1 for 15. He did draw 2 walks. If you can tell me what his one hit was, I already told you it wasn't a home run. So you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting this right.
And this is the worst player.
Yeah, this is his worst player on the team. He did draw 2 walks. So what was his one hit?
It wouldn't be a sack because that doesn't count as an at-bat.
A sack fly does not count as a hit.
I'm going to say double. I got a 1 in 3 chance on this one.
It was a single.
Shit, it's dumb. Why did I say that?
You don't have to just drink. You don't just drink.
That's right.
What the hell?
That's what you're doing. 1.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna have to. These are my dice. He's using my dice against me. And that takes us to our matchup, which was a clash of the motherfucking Titans.
It was exciting. I remember going back and forth on it, saying, "What?" Especially on Friday.
We were talking a lot about this matchup as it was happening because it was just ridiculous. The 2 highest point scorers ever
so far this
outside of the weird long first week.
Okay, right.
Where you get 8 starts.
Yeah.
So out of normal matchups, the 2 highest points scored were last week, you versus me.
And it wasn't like it wasn't close.
No. Going into the final day, you had a 3-point lead.
Yeah.
And then I won by 8.5 points.
Yeah, man, I watched every single
It
ball
was
game.
back and
I was going,
forth.
My players were finished. I was looking at the games with your players playing, just cursing them through the screen.
Yep.
Man. So good.
Who do you think had the higher batting average between your team and my team?
I think your team did.
Roll that dice. Fuck. You had a 312 batting average compared to my 303 batting average.
Okay.
So, 8-point difference. Not huge. You, though, had a league leading 15 home runs.
Bomb.
3 home runs allowed for, again, a league-leading 5 triple R.
Yeah, baby.
I had a 303 average, 10 home runs hit. So, again, not the worst. I think I was 3rd placed in home runs. 3 home runs allowed for a 3.33 triple R. Your best player, obviously, was Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
He hit for a fucking 571 average
during
that matchup.
With
5 bombs for a fucking 107.5 points.
Yes.
What the fuck? My best player was the fucking measly Trey Turner. A 423 average with 2 bombs for 70.5 points. If you can guess within 20 points how many points my relief pitchers scored for me last matchup, which is the only reason I think I edged you out.
Yeah, I actually remember looking back into that and seeing that.
If you can guess within 20 points, that will be your final question for this matchup and for this week, actually, for your punishment.
I'm going to say you probably got 160 points out of your relievers.
160.
Yeah.
I only got 129 points from my relievers.
God damn it.
So you were close. That's a lot, I feel.
Yeah, it was
a ton.
I mean, almost 130 if you round up.
And a pro tip, what I've been doing, I have relief pitchers with starting pitching eligibility.
So I was going to call you on that.
It's not a start.
It's not a start.
It's a loophole. It's not a start. And Brian did it. We all know that it works because Brian did it with the opener with fucking what's his face from the Rays.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what opened my eyes up to this opportunity. I'm going to say it's an opportunity.
So I'm glad you bring that up because I was going to ask that. Totally warranted. I think it's strategic. However, when you start looking at players like that,
right,
hard to find.
They're hard to find
because they're RPSPs and they're starting.
Yep.
Right? They went from relief to start instead of these folks that that go the other way. Right?
Yep. And you have to be careful. I dropped a guy because he was going to start, and he was one of my middle relief dudes. I saw that he was going to start, and I didn't want him to fucking start. And thank God I didn't start him because he got rocked.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. If you're not paying attention, you can get burned doing this shit.
Burn, baby.
But fucking Tyler Chatwood for the Toronto scored me, I think, 40-something points last week against you. And that's from a starting position spot, earning relief pitching points.
That's really good, man.
So you got to...
it was Chatwood.
You got to find those guys. You got to find them. They're out there. They're few and far between, but I know there are a couple players that have those guys going.
And your search criteria is really hard to get there, but they're not at the top of the list of scoring. You got to go down a little bit.
Exactly. I search for something completely different. I'm not going to say what it is. You got to figure it out for yourselves.
Fuck.
It's a 7.
That's the rest of this.
And that's all I got. I mean, I won the Silver Slugger for last week with a 688.5, and I'm going to say for both of us, I'm just bummed we couldn't break 700. I can't talk shit on your team. I have no one. I don't think you had anyone that went negative.
We both didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lowest scoring player I think on my team was 10 points positive. So, anyways, it was exciting. We need more matches like that because, frankly, Kyle and I, we said, we're having a blast just saying, I don't even care who wins. This is sweet.
It made it a lot more fun. The fact that we were talking, not really shit. It was just like, holy fuck, your team is doing so good and my team is doing so well. How is this? Just congratulations.
Yeah.
On a good week.
Yeah. And it was the day that I scored somehow 238 points in one day.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
And
I was going into Saturday thinking I was solid. And your team just went off. And I think you made up a 150-point deficit on Saturday.
Yeah.
To just make it close. I didn't look at it. I didn't see anything.
Well,
these are my questions now. I don't know why I fucking have to do this. I won. But I still have to drink. It's because I don't let Joby drink alone. Let's be real. He gets lonely.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'm ready.
The theme of these trivia questions are, as the commissioner.
I am the commissioner.
These should be statistics that the commissioner should know offhand.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Beginning.
So,
the triple R. This is a 2-part question.
Okay.
You only roll once. What does the triple R stand for?
It's some fucking player, some guy. I don't fucking know. I asked this earlier. I didn't go back and read, so this is on me. I don't know. I don't remember what the triple R stands for.
It's Robin Roberts.
Roberts.
Robin Roberts ratio.
3 R's.
Yes.
Motherfucker. I always thought it was, triple R. God damn it. Yep. Okay, I'll roll for that.
What is he most, and then while you
That's a 1.
think about, just take your sip. What is he most known for?
I'm assuming it's like most home runs given up to innings pitched or something like
Bingo.
that.
Bonus round, how many home runs? If you get it within 50, I'll take a drink.
How many home runs did he give up in his career?
Correct.
Fuck, I don't even know this guy. I don't know what his career looked like.
I'll give you a tip.
Okay.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Within 50? And he's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, within 50.
And he's in the he had a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
And we have one of our worst stats in the league named after him, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
What the fuck. Okay. Shit. Within 50?
Within 50.
375. Is it a lot more?
He allowed 505
Motherfucker.
home runs.
4.
He also had 4 seasons where he won almost 30 games and gave up, or only had like 7 to 9 losses, and a career ERA of 3. Like, phenomenal pitcher. He just gave it the long ball.
What's his name?
Robin
Roberts. Okay.
Yeah.
Robin.
He pitched from the late
Roberts.
40s to the late 60s.
Uh-oh.
We got a low
I gotta go get my charger.
It will sleep soon. So, boys, how you feeling? How you been? I hope the weather around you is nice. A little bit of sunshine. We might be going to sleep soon here. And it's the laptop's fault. It's not ours.
I'm a dumbass. It's right here.
I had some Taco Bell for dinner.
He's been burping up a storm. He smoked great.
Feel great. Really premier shape. So, just
All right.
wanted to share some of those details.
I'm back. Ask me your question, master.
So here's what we'll do after this, because I'll drink half. So if you get it right, I have to drink it. That's this game.
Okay.
All right. In our league this season, which team manager, us,
Okay.
has dropped the most players?
Ooh. So who has been
And if you guess the number within 2, I'll drink 2.
dropped the most players?
Correct.
Fuck. I want to say it's either myself. I have 3 people I think it might be. Me, Jamie, or Max. I think it's one of those 3. Motherfucker. I don't know off the top of my head. I haven't looked at even acquisitions at all this entire year. Jamie.
Nope.
Shit.
Before you roll that,
How many have they done?
within 2.
We're on what? Number 6? Matchup 6?
You guys could play along.
Yeah, play along at home. Comment your answers in the comment section.
Comment,
below.
like, and subscribe.
What he said. Within 2?
Within 2.
17.
Nope.
Shit.
The answer is the Hamhawkers.
Jack. Fuck.
And you have dropped 22 players.
22?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. That's a 2.
Nice.
22 for 2. These are tough. These are hard.
Your dog just came in here and lit one up.
Nice.
Yeah. It smells like a dog fart.
Normally she doesn't fart.
It's coming from right there.
I didn't fart.
I'd worry about your gut health if it smelled like that.
I mean, I'm drinking kombucha.
It smells like
My gut health is
It
pretty
smells
good.
like dog shit.
I don't smell it.
Oh man.
Is it your upper lip? That stash is collecting shit. Fecal matter.
I did feed the big dogs, so we're not allowed to let them lick us. Okay. Next question. Which rostered player has the most hit by pitches?
Hit by pitches.
And I'll give you a clue. They're on my team.
I don't know who the fuck you have on your team. Motherfucker. These are hard. God damn it. Your team? Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought you did when you came in here to check.
Oh,
That's fine.
dinner's delayed.
Fucking most hit
Another
by pitches.
tip. National League. Oh, no, it's an American League team
American League team.
on the West Coast. This player plays on an American League team on the West Coast.
Trout.
No.
Shit. Do you even have Trout?
No.
I see. I don't know who you have on your team.
Max has Trout. Kana.
I would have never fucking guessed that.
That was if I was going to have like weird, like specific to our matchup kind of stuff. He's been beamed 9 times this season. Okay. I'll give you one more, and then we'll have a bonus question at the end.
Okay. Because I'm doing so great at these.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad.
Shut up. The only ones you got right were like the actual math questions where there was like, you could figure it out.
This is true.
I learned real quick to stop asking those.
Also, I rolled really big numbers.
You did roll. I saw a 7.
A 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 too.
You did.
Yeah.
All right. Which player has committed the most errors this season?
Fuck. I didn't look at the stat either, but I know it is -1 point.
Tip. You wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't say that. This is a very prominent player that people love. He's also good.
Love?
They love him. He's super good. And he's also the worst position player. Or as associated with errors.
People love this player?
Yeah. He's super popular.
Super popular, but has the most errors?
Yeah. I mean, like, superstar.
Miggy?
You have one more guess.
It's not Miguel Cabrera.
Most errors this season by a superstar player is extremely popular. Who is it?
I wanted to say Altuve, but the fucking popularity thing is throwing me. Lindor.
No.
Who?
Tatis Jr.
Really?
He has made 11 errors
this way.
season.
I didn't know that. There's a 3.
I saw that too. I was so surprised. All right.
That's incredibly surprising.
Right?
11. I never would have guessed that.
And it's by the next most errors is 9. By some random.
Who was it?
I don't know.
I was going to say Devers.
Could be.
But
Devers is like in the 7 or 8 range.
Yeah.
Tatis. All he does is hit.
Yeah, I know. He was a triple away from the cycle today. On your bench. Bitch.
Nice. All right. Next one. So,
okay.
At the time this video is released.
Okay.
The first person here to text. No, that seems like cheating because you'll just look it up.
Well, we could do honor system.
Honor system. First person to text all 5 no-hitters this season to the group chat. Everybody else takes an ice.
What?
Teasing, I'll take an ice.
I was like, what the
fuck? I'm challenging you guys.
I know. Well, all 5?
All 5 by name.
I don't think I can name all 5. Maybe I could.
You want to try, right? Nope, it's the video. So, with that challenge, when it comes out, name all 5 no-hitters this season.
Yeah, I want to say
which is the most since 2015, which had the same amount. Look at your baseball reference. Get your stats down. Learn about baseball and the history of baseball, and I'll see you next week.
He's fucking closing my video better than I've closed any fucking video in my life. So I'm not going to say anything else. It's done. Well, again, sponsored by Strange Beast and that bullshit.
Fantastic.
Fuck that shit. But like, comment, and subscribe.
Cheers.
And do what he said. Peace.
Peace.